The noise is getting louder. When the world gets louder, it's not a sign to fight harder. It's a sign for me to go inward, because peace isn't out there, it's in you. And we spend so much of our time trying to figure out, trying to figure it out, trying to figure how to survive the noise, maybe how to navigate life after we've been through some stage in our awakening. Seeking ways to live more consciously as the noise of the world becomes louder. Many of us continue to seek ways to cope with the increasing noise and chaos out there in the world, to protect ourselves from the external distractions. But what's in my heart is we are looking outwards in rather than looking inwards out. When we look outward first, we feel overwhelmed, and it triggers some of those old survival modes. But when we bring the attention inward, peace becomes your foundation, regardless of what is happening outside. The way you experience your spiritual awakening doesn't matter to me. I'm not here to tell you what it should look like. But the truth is, our awakening, it draws us inward. Isn't it? It draws us inward. Doesn't matter what your practice is, what religion. When we put all of that aside, the awakening draws us in. And awakening is not a tool. It's not a tool that we use to help us to survive this world. Consciousness is not a tool. It is the eye of perception, feel through which we perceive. Awakening calls us inwards and forces us to ask the questions that really, really transform us from within. One of them for me was, who am I in all of this? Is there something greater at play here? Is this even real? And it's questions like that that starts this inner transformation. And so as I sit and I ponder and sit in contemplation, those are the questions that begins the inner transformation. But the world around us doesn't stop. The chaos, the war, the noise is increasing, louder and louder. It's growing. And you might find yourself looking for ways to survive all of this noise. I don't know if you notice, it's getting louder. And the ego is screaming for attention. But if we look outward in, we will feel like we still need to survive it. But inwards out, from that view, it isn't loud. But rather we see it for what it really is, all the illusions that it carries. Inwards out. Looking inwards out, you realize you are in the world, but set apart from it. Your peace is not of this world. It's an inner peace. True peace. It's inner. So if we look outward in, it's almost as if we bring in the chaos. And then we have to try to find ways how to, it becomes noisy internally. Not only are we trying to find ways to survive the noise on the planet, but survive our own inner noise, inner turmoil. This inner peace I speak of so much here, you can only be it. And in the center of the noise, this allows us to be still grounded, stay grounded. Because you're looking inwards out, not outward in. This is a spiritual shift, not something I'm selling you that I've read in a book. This is for the heart. On a practical level, in order to grow, we have to do something different from what we've been doing in order to grow. What we were doing before, it's not bringing about any growth, so we have to do something different. Something has to change. So your perspective, in other words, has to shift in order for your situation to shift. So this is a gentle reminder. If you find the noise is becoming louder, the sacred space is inwards. If you find that what's going on out there is really beginning to bother you more than usual, and it happens, then it's time to be quiet. I get quiet when I bring the attention inwards. Bring the mind into the heart space and come back home. Stillness and groundedness is in the heart. It's nowhere else, it's in the heart. Experience a peace that the world will not understand. And I'm not here to convince you of anything. You must have this direct experience. And like I said, you can only be this. You can't sell peace. Peace is still. true peace and clarity, when we awaken, does not come from trying to control or survive the outer world, but by bringing the attention inwards, return into presence. Not that it left, but bringing the attention back to presence. So, in a world consumed by noise, you won't be consumed. You won't be consumed by it. Thank you.